In this video, I'm going to show you how to factor this trinomial that has a number in front of the x square. Normally, we've been doing it with either a 1 or no number, in front of that. But now today we have a number in front of it. All right, so there's two things that I want us to do. The first thing is you're going to multiply the first term times the last term. And that's negative 24. Okay, now we're going to write down all the factors of negative 24. It could be 1 times 24 or negative 1 times 24. Now I did it wrong right there. It would have to be negative 24. It could be 2 times negative 12 or negative 2 times positive 12. It could be 3 times negative 8, or it could be negative 3 times positive 8. It could be 4 times negative 6, or negative 4 times positive 6. And I think that's all there are. Now, the next thing that you have to determine is, let's use red for this, which one of these would add up to 5? Which one of these would add up to 5? Well, as we go down the list, we're going to come right down here to 8, take away 3. Doesn't that equal positive 5? All right, so it'd be 8 and negative 3. Okay, we're almost done. Now, you take those two numbers and you go back up here, and you're going to make a new line of numbers, and you're going to start with 4x squared. 4x squared. Then you're going to take the 8, and it's positive, so you're going to say plus 8, and you're going to put an x down, and you're going to put that in parentheses. All right, so far? Now you're going to put another line, parentheses, and now you're going to start with the negative 3. Negative 3x, and then you're going to finish it off with negative 6. Now we're going to simplify this. When we look at this first term, do you see that we could take a 4 out of 4 and we could divide it into 8 as well? So I'm going to put a 4 out here. Do you see how we have an x in here in the first term and an x next to the 8? So we can divide that out. All right. What do we have left? If I take a 4x out of 4x squared, I just have an x left. Now I'll put a plus sign. If I take a 4x out of 8x, I will have a 2 left. In other words, what times 4x equals 8x? It's just times 2. Okay. Now, let's look at the next term. What can I take out of both of these, both of the negative 3x and the negative 6? Well, I can take out a negative 2. Excuse me, I can take out a negative 3, hello. So I'm going to say negative 3 right there. Now, what times negative 3 equals negative 3x? Well, it's just x. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x, right? Now I'm going to put down, I'm going to say how many times can negative 3 fit into negative 6? And it's positive 2. Now, do you see how these two terms look exactly alike? They have to look exactly alike for this to work, okay? But in any case, my answer is this. I put the little green ones together. So I'm going to say parentheses 4x minus 3, and the other parentheses is going to be x plus 2. And that's my final answer. So it's longer, but it's not that difficult. Okay, let's do another one. right, so I have this new trinomial, and again it has a number larger than 1 in front of the x squared. So the a, we call it 2. So we're going to multiply 2 times 9, first times last. And what are the factors then of 18? And notice it's positive, so they're both, they can both be negative. They have to both be negative because we're going to be adding up to the negative. So let's say negative 1 times 8, negative 18. How about negative 2 times negative 9? How about negative 3 times negative 6? And that's all. Okay. Now, do we see any here that can add up to negative 3? We're trying to find anything that adds up to negative 3. And the answer is it doesn't. So that means we cannot factor this. We call it not factorable. Now, we can still do something using the quadratic formula. And we're going to show you that in a few days. But right now we can't go like this and make it equal something. Okay?